Good morning. It's the last day of October. It's Halloween. But I don't want to talk about that. I talked about that the other day. So what I want to talk about this morning is the number of requests that I got from Kamala Harris for money. When I opened my emails up this morning, as I usually do, the first thing I sit at my computer, because I'm getting ready to send out my rant, I open up my thing. And I had about 30 different emails, which is not an unusual thing for me. I get a lot of emails, and many of them I just flick off, I get rid of, but I had over 10 of them. I didn't count them at first. Over 10 of them from Kamala Harris. And every one of them was begging me for money. Now that is ridiculous in my mind. Why? Why do we, as the people of the United States, have to pay these politicians money so that they can go out and campaign? Are we crazy? Are we mad? Kamala Harris has raised over $1 billion in campaign donations this year. That they keep coming and coming and coming, and the campaign is almost over. When are we going to stop this foolishness with the length of our campaigns, which start immediately upon being elected? You're back on the campaign trail. Back raising money from your citizens. And the heavy donor who are giving you money because they want favors later on. And nobody can tell me that a person who gives you a couple of $100,000 doesn't expect something back in return. And it may not be much, and it may only be once in a while. But I don't believe that if you take $100,000 from somebody that you don't think in your mind that you owe them something, that they're doing you a favor because they want you to win the election. Yes, they do want you to win the election, because then you will be in position to help these people who give you hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the poor people who only give you $10 or $15 or $20, what kind of help do they get? I don't know. Maybe if you're an upright politician, you'll take the money, you'll get yourself elected, and then you'll go to work for 2 years if you're a congressman or something, and for 6 years if you're a senator, and governors, and all of those people who raise money to run for office. And what if they lose? How about if you lose the election, you return the money? Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? And maybe we could stop giving all this money for elections and spend it on something better. And how about we change the election cycle? We make it a limited amount of time, say 3 or 4 months every 2 years or so. Not this ridiculous immediately upon being elected, you're back on the campaign trail. That's ridiculous. The amount of money that is given, amount of money that could be used for much better things than getting somebody elected or re-elected. In fact, how about you're only allowed to raise money in your first campaign? Once you've been elected to do the job, then you don't need to raise money, because you can stand on your reputation as a great government employee, as a man or a woman who has done wonderful things for their constituency. Then you don't need any money to run a campaign. Now, Now, what would the newspapers and what would the TV stations do without all this campaign funding that they're getting? Why? Would that put some of these organizations out of business if they didn't get that campaign money? It very well might. Can you imagine CBS, NBC, the New York Times, the New York Post, or whatever, not getting money from these campaigns, not getting advertising money? They would go nuts. So I am sure if people listen to me, they come after me. If these people ever heard what I'm saying to you guys now. Because campaign funding is ridiculous the way we do it in this country. We're the only country in the world, as far as I know, that spends this kind of money to get people elected. I don't think they do anything like this in the other democratic countries. Now, that's one thing. If you're a dictatorship, you don't have to raise this money. If you raise this money, it's going into your pocket. You're not spending it to get reelected because you have a lock on your position because you're a dictator. So I am looking at this and I am saying to you, we have to stop campaign funding. We have to reorganize the methodology that we use to get people elected. Let's get them elected on their experience, on their knowledge, not on the amount of money that they can spend in the newspapers and on TV, etc. How about that? Think about that. Think about the money that's pissed away on the loser. If you win, then maybe it's worthwhile. But the losers are also contributing. So we have nothing in this country when you consider the amount of money that we piss away on elections. And so I'm against election funding. I am against giving any money to any candidate. I am against getting these annoying requests in my email. Constantly annoying requests for bucks. Every single day, dozens come onto my email. And they could be better spent someplace else. So I leave you with that. Angry about our stupid, invasive campaigns. So have a great day. Take care. Bye.